Hello, hope you're well. Just doing a quick video then to ask you a question, a very important question, a very important point I'm going to get across to you tonight. I just thought I'd put this across while I'm out walking our mascot. It just come to mind then, and people have been asking a few questions. So the question is then, what is the most valuable asset within your family? So what is your family's most valuable asset? We ask this all the time because we teach financial education to many, and we teach it on a one-to-one too to families, and we always ask this question, and normally the answer is mortgage. The first thing people come up with is mortgage or property if they've got one, or cars if they haven't. Well, it isn't, is it? It isn't, if you really think about it. It's you. You're the most valuable asset, you. Especially if you're the main breadwinner. If you don't pay your mortgage, guess what? The house isn't yours anymore, they'll take it off you. You know, most people, they're looking at the numbers, if you look at it yourself, research it yourself, but the majority of people in the UK, all over the world, if they were to lose their job tomorrow, they can't keep afloat. People are struggling these days to even keep any money, to be able to save, full stop. And if they do save, they save it in the banks, which is not the right place to put it, in fiat currency, in paper currency. But that's another story. That's something else we teach. But we're talking about you being the most valuable asset. So if something happens to you while you're paying your mortgage, and you might have a car loan, a couple of credit cards, things like that, something happens to you, your other half, your partner, is left with all that debt. And especially if they're not working, if you've got a couple of kids to look after too, guess what? You're the most valuable asset. You and your other half are the most valuable assets, whether you work or whether you don't, because you help each other and support each other. If one of you can't, if one of you passes away, for instance, or if one of you gets a serious illness, a critical illness, then guess what? It's a massive knock-on effect. The amount of people we sit with have got no protection at all for themselves. And you know, in most cases, it costs peanuts. It doesn't cost you anything hardly. You know, I'll tell you a little story. I can't remember the exact details, but it's a great story. It's a couple of years ago now. One of our team did a financial plan for a family, very young family. I think they had 2 or 3 kids. So Mr., Mrs., a couple of kids at least. And because we're that young, they wanted, they mentioned life cover and what have you. I think it was going to cost about £10 a month for him, for the guy. I can't remember his name, but it's going to cost about 10 quid a month. But anyway, one of our lads went back with the plan and what have you, and showed him, you know, what you'd get for that and etc. You know, and all his debts and everything would have been covered for that £10 a month. So if something happened to him, his missus is sorted, his kids are looked after at least. You know, but when he did go back, he showed him it, and he went, "Oh, sorry mate, no, I don't want it anymore. I'm going to buy a brand new car instead." He bought a brand new car instead, started paying a brand new car on finance. So that's some people's mentality. Well, a lot of people's mentality actually. He went and bought a car instead. He went and bought a liability which has cost him a lot of money instead of protecting his family for the sake of 10 quid a month. And the saddest thing is though, you know, this isn't, you know, this is something that's really upsetting. This is something that you need to know, that people need to be aware of this. I think it was a year after that, a couple of years after that, I got a message saying that guy had passed away. That guy had died. I think it was on a motorbike. He died, left his missus and his kids behind with all that debt. With all that debt, I think they had quite a bit of debt too. So, for the sake of 10 quid a month, you know, let's be sensible here, 10 quid a month. And we say to people, oh, you know, if you can't afford it, we'll just get it a bit cheaper for you then. We'll just get something for you. Even if you just have 50 grand of cover or something there. So something happened to you, you know, you've got peace of mind that your other half and your kids are looked after. They've got something. You know, and we're not allowed to try and sell you anything. We haven't got anything to sell anyway. But we're not allowed to try and influence you in any way, because we're regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, the Ministry of Justice and the Office of Fair Trading. We're regulated to death through another company that we work with. So we have to do it by the book. We're not financial advisors, we're financial educators. We're not allowed to try and sell you anything. You know, we're not allowed to influence anything. We just give you financial education, teach you some right good stuff, and you'll sit there and go, wow, didn't know that. Whoa, good point, good point. Oh, bloody hell, that'll save us a few quid. We sit there and we teach you all this good stuff, and then we give you the power, basically. We give you the information and the power to make your own decisions. So you know what you need. You know what you want. You don't need any financial advisor telling you what you want. from what we've taught you, you know, you're fully aware. So we're just there to sort of make you aware, really, and give you a bit of a nudge. You know, if you haven't got some sort of protection, protecting you and your family, some sort of life cover and some sort of serious illness cover, then you're leaving your family in a bad way if you're gone, if something happens to you. And it happens all the time. We get stories like the story I've just told you all the time. We get people telling us all the time that people who haven't got cover, left their family in a mess with loads of debt. They don't just stop coming after you, you know. They don't just say, oh, just rub the debt out, or just, you know. You'll have to pay it. And you've been paying it for years. And, you know, you've got to look after your kids, haven't you? You've got to look after your family. It's a big point. It's so important. This is why we should have done more videos about this in the past. It's so bloody important. I'm sorry for swearing, but I don't know how else to get that point across. You know, we'll try and get the best price possible for you. It's not about, you know, from the financial plan that we do for you, we do a free financial plan for families, and from that, well, we help you do it, actually. We just show you how to work it out yourself. We don't do it for you, we show you how to do it. We do it with you, alongside you. And then from that, it shows you where you're vulnerable, where, you know, gaps that need plugging, and it shows you, oh, what if this happened? Oh, are you vulnerable? Are you, oh, you know, have you not got protection in some way? And then you know what you need, so you tell us, right, find us this and see what you can get it for. You know, so we'll go out there, and basically it's tailored to what you need. No, the cover is tailored to what you need. If you can't afford it, right, we'll just have a little bit less then, or a little bit less. And then when you're a bit better off in later life, you might have a few more pounds in the pocket, you can up it then, can't you? But at least you've got something. Right, so if you'd like to know more about this, if you'd like to, if you're thinking about, if you watched this video and you thought, oh shit, we haven't got any protection, we need to sort this, because loads of people in that position, well, we haven't done it yet, we haven't done it yet. You know, the only right time to do this is actually the day before you die, isn't it? But nobody ever knows when you're going to die. So the best time to do it is now. Don't mess about. The only wrong time to do this is tomorrow. Do not mess about. So if you want to, you know, no one's going to try and sell you anything. We're not salesmen. We're all ex-forces, most of us, or serving forces. We're not salesmen. We don't do selling, and believe me, we're here to do the right thing by you. Simple as. So if you're thinking, right, we could do with some cover, we could do with our arses covered, some protection, something in place to cover me and my family. If you're thinking that, then get in touch, PM us today or tonight or whenever. Just PM us, and one of the team will get back to you, and we'll have a chat to you about it and see what we can do. But again, we're here to help you. We're not here to slap your ass. We're not here to pull your trousers down. We're here to help you in the best way we can. That's our aim, number one aim. We do what's right by you 100% of the time, no question. No matter what, we do what's best by you 100% of the time. Not us, it's what's best for you. Right, thanks for listening. PM us, get in touch. We'll go from there. Thank you.